Hey y'all, so I'm Jenna Bullard, and I want to talk to you about our natural alternative for creating GLP-1, which is an intestinal hormone God gave us, and we've destroyed or just significantly diminished its availability to work in our bodies. And so everyone's heard a little bit about the GLP-1 craze, and we have this pill form, $75, GLP-X, naturally sourced, okay, clinically tested. We're the only people that have clinical tests on this. We did 3 clinical trials over the course of 90 days. Okay, so now let's talk about GLP-1. GLP-1 is an intestinal hormone that we've destroyed through pharmaceuticals, stress, and overly processed food in America. So we're just in a bad way. What GLP-1 does is it helps tell your body, I'm not really hungry right now, and I'm definitely full right now. So it helps stop hunger, control the food noise, if you will. And so we came out with this in February. We sold out in 17 days, all kits and all individual, every option, because it is the hottest thing that anyone's talked about, and no one has a natural alternative that will actually help create it safely without a doctor's prescription, side effects, all that good kind of jazz. And so there's a boom of people taking a diabetic shot and calling it a weight loss shot. They're losing weight through synthetic things that they don't create GLP-1. They mimic it through side effects. And the side effects are not good. And it is harmful. Not here to make a public statement and not to judge anyone. But if you have taken the shot, know that you've got to get in better protein. You've got to be taking some gut correcting things. And you've got to be sure you're getting a good nutrient that will dissolve and things like that, because those are the 3 places that it's tearing up. Okay. So be sure you're doing that. If you're one of the 100 millions of people, okay, that don't want one, or they've just experienced the things I talked about, and so they want something that's sustainable, then GLP-X would be a natural option for you. It helps regulate blood sugar. So in our clinical trials, we did show that somebody that had a pre-diabetic status or a type 2, because we can reverse those. A type 1, that's a whole different ball of wax. We did see those blood sugars changed. I've had some customers that have already said very quickly, before they even saw a weight loss impact, they could see that type of a result, and that's something that they desperately need. It also helps with just a carb blend, so you don't absorb carbs at the same rate. There is a electrolyte blend in it. If your electrolytes are off, your whole body thinks it's in a train wreck. So that's a big deal. And there's also a water balance blend. Lots of times you can even just enjoy some pizza on Sunday with some friends, and then you're up the scale on Monday. You have not gained fat already. You're retaining water from carbs. And so no one wants to go their whole life and never ever have a pizza, a pasta, anything like that. With that being said, know that if you want to be healthy, not eating inflammatory foods is really the best thing to do. I like to say a 90-10. If you eat for your health goals 90% of the time, and 10% of the time you enjoy vacation or you've got a favorite splurge, that's awesome. One of the things that I've noticed that this helps with is I don't want the stuff. And if I do, it's no big deal to have just a little bit and go on. Okay. So this has been a game-changing product. It is a long-term product. What it is not is I take one right now and I'm not going to be hungry at breakfast or lunch. Now, I've been taking it for a while, so I'm not going to be. But if you just start today and you go, well, I took it, I still want to eat. That's not how it works. Oh, it is a hormone in your body. And if you've ever worked with anything to correct a hormonal issue you're having, that it takes a little bit of time to get that going, because we're recreating what you've destroyed. Okay. And so just know 90 days is the sweet spot, and people are really being able to tell a difference. Now, we sold out quickly because people could start feeling the appetite help sooner than expected. Okay. And so every little body's different. So what I'd say is this is a product that you're going to use on an ongoing basis. The longer you use it, the stronger that gut intestinal hormone is going to be, and the better your control over food versus food controlling you is going to be. Now, I've talked a little bit about a hack. this is where this came from. When we were there and we listened to the scientists, one of my friends grabbed them after and basically said, is there a way to like escalate this? If I took 2 instead of 4, anything like that. And what the scientists did share is when you take it near a healthy fat, so coconut oil, avocado, salmon, heavy cream in your coffee in the morning, whatever like that, when you take it near a fat, it accelerates the fat metabolism piece. This is not a fat burner, y'all. It's creating a hormone that gives you control, okay? But when we do it like that, then it kind of makes the little fat metabolism spin. And so what we have found, the partners, is that if you definitely take it around that, you see that result of feeling fuller faster and having that control faster in most cases. Okay. And so I did have a friend, because it's hard to remember to take it at meals. Y'all, time is not as important as consistency. So just know you don't have to take it 30 minutes before a meal. Take it every day religiously. That's the most important thing. But because afternoons and evening can be a little bit chaotic, I've got a few friends that they start taking 2 in the morning with their heavy fat, and they noticed even a more drastic change, and they didn't struggle with remembering it at all. I have implemented that, and I could immediately tell a difference in my eating habits when I wanted to turn it off, when I was like, I'm literally not even hungry. But remember, like I said earlier, even though we're not losing weight through side effects, when you control your appetite, you've got to protein load, because you want sustainable. We want to keep the infrastructure. People that are not eating, they're losing muscle mass, keeping fat, getting kind of saggy, and different things like that. So it's always important. The way we've lost weight for 14 years with this company is through good long-term methods that will help you be healthy. You got to protein load. You got to be sure that you're not sitting around not eating. That's counterproductive to good things. Also, like I said earlier, even though your appetite's less, if all you're eating is burgers and pizza and donuts, you're destroying your health. So be sensible with that. So that's a little bit about how to use our GLP-X to create the GLP-1 instead of a synthetic that does not create it. And you can lose weight, feel better, change your blood sugar, change some of your habits without nasty side effects. Get with whoever sent you this video, or log on to your account if you're already one of the customers, and we look forward to helping you with more.